Welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Thank you everyone for who came in early. Special shout out to Miss Diva Dip coming in the building, coming in the building super early. Listen, today the ladies are taking over. The ladies are taking over. So I won't be here. So without further ado, we're gonna let the ladies handle their business and do their thing. Stay tuned.
Hey, hello.
We got it.
Yes,
Is it
Takeover
Takeover
Queens in the
Baby?
building.
Ah,
Yes.
how
Good
y'all
evening,
doing?
everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. Hey, everyone.
Yes,
Hey,
it's
Diva
ladies' night.
Dipped, Jessica, Deja, everybody in the comments, everybody on each platform. I am Angelique, one half of Divine DNA, here with the Takeover Queens, Queen B of Queen B's Hustle,
That's me.
and Brittany of Nail Beauty by Brittany. How you ladies doing?
Good.
We are great. Right,
Yes,
Brittany?
we're good.
All right. So we can dive right in. Our subject matter is yes, Diva.
It's ladies' night.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
It
Hey.
is
Deja.
ladies' night. So we finally got our takeover, and we have our chaperone, this beautiful lady right here. Thank y'all for allowing us to come on. Honey, we got a conversation to have tonight.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Miss
So our
Angelique, you
topic,
ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get into it.
All right. So our topic of discussion tonight is going to be vulnerability and commitment. I had the idea for commitment, and the ladies had the idea for vulnerability. So we're going to talk about both tonight. When it comes to vulnerability, it's normally not seen as a positive thing because a lot of us have had some bad experiences when we do let down our guards. And that's not just with a significant other. Some of us have been, mistreated and abused by family, which makes you distrusting of outside people, and afraid to be vulnerable
Absolutely.
with outside people. And then when you are mistreated or abused by family, and then you get out in the streets and encounter the same thing, it kind of starts stacking up, and the walls start getting thicker and thicker.
Yeah.
um, but we do have tools and things that we can use in order to be able to be better judges of character. Sometimes we're just bamboozled, and it's no fault of our own. And sometimes we're bamboozled because we ignored the big red flags or even the pink flags.
The pink flags. I like that. Yeah, for me, vulnerability is something that is a very touchy subject for me. Um, I'm vulnerable to an extent because of the trauma that I've been through. It has made me put up guards upon guards. So being vulnerable to someone, it's hard. It's very hard.
Definitely. It definitely is. Trust issues, like you said. Um, you just have to find the right circle. And your circle, excuse me, might be the size of a dot, but it helps to have that select few because you need a strong team. A big
Hmm.
team, not everyone is a team player, so you can't open up to all of them. Um, find you a few roots to hold on to, and
And I
you're
have,
able to.
there's like, I have my, my family now, and I'm, I'm not saying that I'm fully there, I'm not fully vulnerable, but I'm more than what I used to be. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, K. Wow says family members. Yes, family members issue some hurts, and it's not always physical hurts. It's those words.
Yeah.
Those words hurt a
So,
lot. Oh,
What a
she.
lot of people don't understand or even think about, once you hear something, it can't be unheard. So you can apologize all you want. Same thing with seeing things, reading things. You can't take that back. So your apology, somebody genuinely may mean it from the heart, but at the same time, that scar is still there. You put a band-aid on it, it fixes it temporarily, but there's still a scar under that band-aid.
Yes, and if you're an
absolutely.
Aries like me, you never forget. I may
Right,
forgive you. I may forgive you, but I never ever forget.
right.
Um,
Oh,
K.
sorry.
Wow says, unfortunately, we expect people to have the same heart as us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Yes, go
Jessica,
diva.
Jessica says it can be difficult to be vulnerable when we lack so much in the communication department. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Vulnerability is scary yet beautiful. Definitely scary.
It is scary. It is scary, but the more like as most of y'all know that I've been taking Reiki classes. I'm a level 2 practitioner.
Yeah.
And over time it has like helped me realize that it's okay to be vulnerable. Although the people that hurt you were only supposed to be were it was a lesson behind it. You were supposed like being vulnerable to someone is scary, but at the same time, if what's meant for you is meant for you, regardless. So if they're supposed to be in your life, or if they're not supposed to be in your life, like there's one of those things. Maybe they were just supposed to be there for a short period of time, and unfortunately, we had to endeavor the pain that comes with it.
Mhm.
So
I'm sure I said it before, but Tyler Perry said it best in a play that he had. I don't remember which one, but he said, "Friends are like trees, and that's who we're most vulnerable with is our friends. Family, we grew up around them. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, yeah, you're kind of used to them, but when you really want to get down to the nitty gritty, you usually discuss and trust your friends. So friends are like trees. He said that you have some that are like leaves. They're there temporarily. They don't remain long. So then you have your branches. They stay around a little longer, but at some point in time, they're going to fall off. But when you have those roots remain, and you don't have very many of them. So when you find those roots, you get them and you hang on to them and you take care of them so you can continue to grow.
right.
Yes.
And that really sticks with me. So when I think of the word friend, I always like refer back to that little snippet from that play that he had. Reasons, Seasons, and Lifetimes.
Yes, Diva.
You said that. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes. So, despite any issues of vulnerability before, any scars before, we're in 2022 and we are definitely taking chances. We're definitely opening up our hearts, opening up our minds to new experiences, to new people. Um, this has been a wonderful experience just with us and our TikTok family, you ladies, and our family that's in the comments. It has been such a wonderful experience to be in your space.
Yeah.
So you're making vulnerability a beautiful thing. I've had my sessions with Brittany, and that was scary,
Yeah.
but one of the best experiences of my life. I feel so much better. I have tools to help me with my day to day, to help me with my calm. It's been amazing. Um, the nails, Everything helps. Queen being her beautiful creations. It's
Thank you.
always so beautiful, the things that she makes. And it just brings your heart joy. Kay Wild and the music. Listen, sometimes that music just makes me cry because that's how good it is. And she don't know I'm crying because she can't see me. But sometimes it's so amazing. So amazing.
So I'm
So
thankful for everybody that's in here. I mean, with TikTok, when I first came to TikTok, it was like, okay, so I'm just supposed to post something and leave it here because I was on TikTok just looking at funny videos, and then I met all of these beautiful people going into the lives, looking at videos, liking videos, leaving comments, and it's funny how you become close to someone that you've never seen in person,
yes.
and
Absolutely.
you
Absolutely.
end up finding a space to trust someone. I got a few phone numbers. 305 connection, hold it down.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, when you find those people that have those same interests, y'all know the pandemic had us all over the place. We didn't know what we were going to do with ourselves. So, starting these businesses, and you want to find somebody that's going to fit in your circle, somebody that has the same thought process as you, or similar, um, same goals. And I found it on TikTok. Now moving on to YouTube.
I'll be honest, meeting you all and everyone that's in the comments. Words really can't describe how grateful I am for each and every one of you all. You all bring something different into my life. And I've never in my life, oh, okay, let's not cry.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
I've never in my life had people that are so caring and so loving towards me. Everyone that has, been in my life has hurt me tremendously. So for you all to come into my life and just love me for me, I couldn't be more grateful for that. Truly.
I love all of y'all. Love you, Britt.
Yes,
I
love
love you.
me.
I'm proud of you. You held it back. I
Yeah,
said,
I did. I did.
Love you all so much.
so in a relationship, someone you're thinking that maybe your spouse, your significant other for the time being, how do you come to the point where you feel like it's okay to just be exposed for who you are, what you love, your your hates, I don't want to say hate, but your strong dislikes? How do you come to the conclusion that it is time for me to really be me?
With my husband, it began with the very first conversation. Our very first conversation was 5 hours long. He was so easy to talk to. He was so kind. I'm trying not to cry.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
Where's our tissues? We need our tissues.
It was such a beautiful experience. Our very first conversation. It wasn't, hey, you're sexy. Hey, you're beautiful. Your butt looks nice. Your shape is this. Your shape is that. Your eyes are this. Your eyes is that. We met blindly. So I hadn't seen him. He hadn't seen me. But he was so friendly and so kind. And I have had a very hard life as far as upbringing and family. They have mistreated me tremendously. Um, so to encounter somebody who had never seen me, who had never laid eyes on me, um, and just experience warmth and friendliness and no, how do you put it? No expectations,
Right.
no ill intentions,
Mm-hmm.
no motives. That was the beginning of me letting people in because I was a closed brick wall for a long time. very cold, because I am so loving and I am so giving, and I have given to the wrong people. That could be friends and family too. Sometimes you have to cut your family and friends off because they're just that toxic. And I have had to do that. So to encounter him, it helped me open up, not only to him, but to others, because he would reassure me. Here's another person. Here's another person. This person's okay. So he's not only been my friend, he's been my protector. In some cases, he's been my mediator. And he helps me see, some things that I might not be willing to see. I might be hard and be like, no, I don't want to let anybody in. He'd be like, you got to give people a chance, So with my husband opened up that door for me 24 years ago. I'm so grateful for him. I love him so much. And go on. Because
I mean, that's a beautiful thing, because I know with past relationships, and like you say, just being damaged goods at a point. When I met King Mr. B, when I met B, no, we were already friends. So he had been around for a couple of trash ass relationships. And I used to talk to this dude and be like, bump that. I'm getting ready to go find me somebody else. He cheating. I'm a cheat too. I'm done with him. I'm sick of him. I was able to vent to him. So of course, this guy knew me. When it came to us deciding to date, that was the hardest decision, y'all, because it was like, I don't want to mess up a friendship. Like, I really valued my friendship, and I thought, y'all, I couldn't make it past 3 damn years with nobody. So I didn't want to tear up a friendship with trying to make it into a relationship. You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
right.
throughout the dating process, I had a brick wall, and that's what he called it. He called it a brick wall. And when things would happen, and I thought that something may have been going left, because we are a blended family, dealing with children not really wanting to spend time with daddy and his new chick and her one child, and it was just a lot going on. I felt myself trying to push him away without hurting him, because I didn't want to be hurt. So he would ask, so is your wall going back up? Yeah, yeah. And he had to break it down brick by brick. Sometimes I go back and try to retrieve them and throw them back up there, but I had to come to that space where it was like, it's okay. It's okay. You already trust him. It's okay. Now, when it come down to going to the bathroom and passing gas, and that took a minute. That took a minute. It's just like, I'm gonna wait for him to go back to his spot before I go to the bathroom. Well, I gotta go to the bathroom. You want to run and go get us something to eat? That part of being vulnerable, it took a minute, because it was like, you know me, but I don't want you to know all of me. He knew all of me prior to getting married. I mean, that was definitely a must, because I wasn't getting ready to jump in something and be like, I ain't feeling this dude like I thought I was. It took a while, but you get there. You get there.
Yes.
Trust the process.
See, I've never had problems with I've always been, because everyone passes gas, everyone uses the bathroom, so that part of me's never been an issue. Listen, I'm not gonna hold it. I'm not gonna hold it in and mess up my stomach for you. It ain't happening. That's something I never had an issue with. It's the trust thing for me, being letting that king
Y'all are
Oh, he love
chill in the comments.
it.
Oh goodness.
How long is the process? Go Diva says Talisha. Boy, that was my best friend in high school's name, Talisha. It depends. The process depends on, it's very individual. Depending on what you've been through. And you determine how long your process is. You take as much time as you need to. Give yourself as much time, as much space, as much grace as you need to heal and to move forward. There's no specific time limit. Whatever you need, however much space you need, give yourself as much grace as you possibly can and heal.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is healing from the traumas that you have, encountered. I think that's really important, especially when even just going into a relationship, because hurt people hurt people. And although we don't do it intentionally, and a lot of us don't even feel like we need healing, we have just become so accustomed to pushing everything down and just moving forward, instead of actually releasing it and healing from it properly. So I feel like self-healing is a big thing, and it's important when it comes to being vulnerable. It helps.
Definitely. Okay. Go Diva says, I was in a relationship for 3 years and couldn't do it. Is that the bathroom door open? And Diva Dip says, some of our best combos are with the bathroom door open.
Well,
And Diva Dip
baby.
is so easy to talk to and such a great support as well. My
She is.
goodness. She is a gift.
No, man.
Diva Dip says the process is ongoing. Just when you settle in, it's time to start a new process to keep things going. That is very true.
Yeah.
When you get comfortable in one area, there's another level.
Definitely. Because we're always changing, always growing, always changing. And that significant other has to be willing to go for the ride, and you as well.
Yes.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mr. Jackson says, how do you ladies feel about men being vulnerable?
I need that.
I am honored when a man is vulnerable with me. If a man feels
Absolutely.
comfortable enough to be vulnerable with me, it's amazing. Because it's very, very hard for them to let their guard down because they've been taught to be tough and you can't cry and you're not supposed to show emotion. You're supposed to just be this soldier.
Mhm.
So if a man cares enough to be vulnerable, to put his head on my shoulder, it's amazing.
It is.
I agree. I definitely agree about a man. It's harder for men. I feel like also to become more vulnerable because of of how the world sees men and how they feel like they should hold men. Like you said, Angelique, they are taught to be this strong man to protect and provide, and we forget that, not me per se, but people forget that they're human too. They have emotions too. And yeah, I find it very attractive when a man is vulnerable enough to trust me with his heart. I find that very attractive.
Yeah, boys are taught, especially with football, suck it up, don't cry, get out there. And when they carry that throughout life, they don't understand. I feel like they aren't receiving that, or yeah, they don't get that. We need that too. We need to see that too. I mean, if I'm always on your shoulder, always venting, and I seem like the super sensitive one, emotions out of control, a man can't, or yeah, a man can't take all of that. So he's holding on and hiding what he has going on, and he taking on your shit too. At some point in time, you gotta vent. You gotta let that go, and it may not happen often, but it needs to happen. Now you
Yeah.
can't bring your ass home crying every damn day. That you can. You can't do that. You can't get it together. Yeah, but express yourself. It's all about expression and communication. And I feel like when he finds that one that he can vent to, express his emotions, and just lay it all out, that's an awesome thing. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Absolutely, Diva.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like the more that I attune to my higher self, the more I feel. So for so long, it's about listening to your body and trusting yourself. When you first meet a person, you usually within that time your body tells you what what to believe, like whether you should believe it or not. And we always see the red flags beforehand, and then we have the tendency to ignore them. And then stuff happens, and that's life, like it's life. But it's about I feel like vulnerability will come easier when you trust yourself more and listen to your body more as well.
Yes. And for women, we are given the great gift of intuition. Some of us don't believe in intuition, or some of us don't pay enough attention to our intuition, but we are given that gift. And a lot of times our intuition can be talking to us, telling us no, no, no. But because we like what we see or we like how we feel with that person, we're like, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
listen to yourself. Your intuition is yourself. Listen, pay attention, be in tune. Yourself, your intuition will help you, will help protect you. But you got to be in tune. You must
Yeah.
be in tune. And that could be levels. That could be levels of healing, levels of letting go of pain, of learning new ways to cope and to just be, to proceed,
Mhm.
to operate.
Yeah,
So,
I think.
Hey Trey, shout out. Hey Tracy. Hey y'all.
Hey.
Silky. Um, it's a as far as being in tune with our feelings and that intuition, we like to settle. I'll say, oh, he is really crushing on me. Yeah, girl, you better hold on to him. Look how he look at you. Look at what he bought you. You know, we all about bags and things like that. Yeah, that don't mean shit.
no,
Yeah,
No.
somebody spending on you, dropping money on you. We make our own money, right? We buy those things for ourselves. I mean, yeah, it's nice when somebody gives it, but you don't have to let yourself go or settle for someone because he bought a bag. I
Yeah.
carry a fake bag. I don't care. I don't care. So yeah, we have to stop settling and stop thinking that this may be the last bus stop. Diva, you heard that? The bus stop. This might be the last bus stop. So I need to hop on while I can. He or
yeah.
she is out there, and trust yourself. Be easy.
Yeah.
Dina.
And remember, for a man with money, spending money is nothing. It's what they do. It's like drinking water. But if you have a man that spends money and takes care of your heart, therein lies the treasure. If he's willing to make you a priority in his life, if he's willing to spend quality time, or even adhere to whatever your love language is, that's the man right there, or the woman right there. But for somebody who has money and wants to spend money, It's nothing to them. It's like drinking water. It's not an indication of how they feel about you.
Right.
So that is something to keep in mind as well. And we're going to get ready to take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
And we will come
Okay.
back for more discussions.
Hey there, in the mood for some style? Well, make your way over to queenbeehustle.com. Miss Hustle don't play no games now. She gave y'all options, keychains to multi-purpose trays to t-shirts. Select products can even be customized, all of which are made by this beautiful lady here, Miss Queen Bee. Head on over to queenbeehustle.com where hustle and creativity uniquely meet.
Hey.
Are we back?
We back. We back.
Yes, queens take over. Ladies night.
It's a takeover, baby.
Hey, Dina.
Hey, Dina. Hey, y'all.
Silky.
Hey, Silky. Queen Bee's in the house.
Hey, Ashley. Hey, everybody. All right. So second half, we've talked about vulnerability. We've talked about what it means, obstacles toward being open, and healing. So now with commitment. Commitment is sticking to your agreements and obligations when you're long past the feeling of wanting to be committed. So,
That's a curse word for some people.
oh yes, it is. Some people are absolutely opposed to commitment. They have you have men and women out here who are wanting husbands and wives, and they have absolutely no intention of being a spouse themselves. But they want one. They want one that's committed. They want one that's devoted. But they have no intention of being that way. K-Wild is crazy. K-Wild says, runs again. It can be tough. It can be tough, but only if you're in the wrong. When you're in the wrong relationship, it's tougher. But
yeah.
For me, it's been learn, grow, learn, grow. That's what it has been. And you don't always want to learn. Sometimes you want to just be.
Just say he's
okay. I got a question for you all, since you all are both married. It's like, where do you, like, me personally, but maybe for the audience this might help. Where do you draw the line at when it comes to committing to a person? Where do you draw the line at when it comes to, like, okay, this, like, my significant other is going through something, and your understanding of that person, of your significant other, but in that time he's doing hurtful, like, say he's doing hurtful things to you, like, or saying hurtful things to you, or, like, where do you draw the line at with when it comes to commitment, like, for yourself?
Disrespect of any kind, I will not take at all. Thankfully, I have never had that problem. Even if we get into an argument, and there have been some heated arguments over the years, mainly in our beginning years, we would have some heated arguments. But it never got to a point where he was disrespectful. So disrespect is where I draw the line. I cannot.
Yeah, I agree.
Disrespect. I can be your pillow, but I will not be your damn rug. No.
Oh, I like that. I can be your pillow, but I will not be your rug.
I
Yeah.
like that too. Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Because the thing is, I'm here for you. That's me. I'm your wife. I'm your girl. Hey, holla at me. So
Yes.
if you're going through something, and again you're venting and you're being vulnerable, I'm there. But at the same time, you're going through something. You're not gonna mistreat me. Damn your feelings. You're not gonna mistreat me.
Yes.
Because we're all going through something all of the time. So I'm respectful of how you feel and what you're going through, and I give you my time, my space, my everything to make sure you're good. But at the same time, you're not gonna drown me in your shit.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yep. So we got some comments. Finding Life Paths says, I am a man. I think he means, am I allowed to be here
Of
learning?
course,
Of
Yes.
course.
invite your homeboy.
And Chad came in. Chad says, LOL, I'm just listening. I'm outnumbered.
Right.
No, we welcome the men. Welcome in. And if you have questions or if you have advice that you want to throw in the comments, we are open to conversation. It's a conversation.
Hey, Delisa.
Okay, Wow
I
says,
said
that's
you.
punched him in the throat. Diva Dip says, if you can't agree to disagree, then it's time to walk
Yep.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree. But you know how some women, like some women are afraid to leave, or because they've invested so much time and love into a person,
Mm-hmm.
and when like when the disrespect starts, they have the tendency to stay because they are committed. Um, but I was just wondering what you ladies thought of that.
You
Uh,
know, I see it like this. If you get to the point where your relationship is hurting you, that shit was temporary. Lord, I curse too much. No, I don't. Um,
you don't. Go
that
on.
was temporary. So would you rather deal with the bullshit temporarily or for a lifetime?
Yeah.
Endure
Yes.
for a lifetime. And a lot of us are raising kids. So am I pouring off to my children that this is okay? This is what to expect from a relationship? This shit hurts. It hurts. I don't want my kids going through that. So we have to remember that we set examples and we're role models for our children.
For
So why would
children.
you endure foolishness, agony, pain, disrespect? Nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yes. I often ponder this because I know of relationships personally
Mhm.
where it has just been a train wreck from the beginning and the women never leave. They stay for a lifetime. I don't know how in the world they do it. And it's just incredible to me. So a lot of people love to brag about, I've been married 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. But yes, were they quality? Some
Quality
people
and
are married,
sensitive.
some people are married 30, 40 years and it's been cheating and beating and cursing and calling each other stupid and all kinds of bastards and assholes. So I'm not impressed by years. I'm impressed by the quality.
Mhm.
How you could have been married 50 years. It was 50 years worth of hell, which is not, that's not worth it. I
No, it's not.
cannot and would not tolerate such foolishness. So for the women who do stay, I feel sorry for them because you never got to a point where you value yourself enough to say, I don't deserve this and I'm moving on, whether I find somebody or not, because the fear is the core of the not leaving. You feel like no one else will love you. You feel like no one else will be able to accept you. And that's because of the treatment that you're getting. You've let him beat your self-esteem down. So that you believe that no one else can or will love you. And that's really sad.
It is.
But I have never been that kind of woman. When it came to relationships, I was like, okay, if we don't work out, I know how I am. I give my everything. So if we don't work out, it's you. It's not me. So if you don't appreciate this, then there's someone out there that will appreciate this. I wish more women felt that way. I wish more women knew their power and exerted their power.
I think it also goes back to that healing. Like once you've been hurt or in a relationship of that kind of sort, it goes back to your healing. You gotta love yourself.
Yes, you
You gotta
said it.
love yourself.
That is it. That's it right there. And whenever you go through these breakups and these sour relationships, when you step back and you're in that healing process, you got to learn to love yourself all over again, because at some point you lost it. So you
Yeah,
need to gain that back. Love yourself, and then you'll be able to love on somebody else.
yes.
Commitment without compromise. What if they're not willing? Okay, so what happened? Like, do you walk away after like, say something happens in between you all, and y'all been, and this is the first incident that's happened. Do you walk away when they're not willing to compromise, or how would you know what I
Well,
mean?
compromise is an agreement. We
Yeah,
like we like to think of it as you get something and then I don't, or I get something and then you don't. But that's not how it works. We got to come to a
an
mid,
agreement.
yeah, a midpoint where we agree, and that's what compromise is. Now, if you're with someone, I hate to go to the Bible because I'm not big on it, but this is true. How can two walk together unless they agree? If you don't agree, how is it going to work? If you don't compromise, how is it going to work? It's got
People
you.
just, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. But
No, I
that's
was just saying, I'm looking at the comments and I see where Diva said repeat offenders buy. I wholeheartedly agree. Something may happen. Something may happen, and you talk it out. If you feel like it is something that's really going to drag you, you can go to counseling. Some people decide not to. Bye, deuces, see you later. And some people really want to work it out or try to work it out. If it happens again, man, hasta
Right, right.
luego. Yeah.
So what do you ladies feel like is in order to have a successful commitment, what is the top 5 things that you feel like you should have in a relationship?
patience. You got to have patience, respect, great communication, friendship, and teamwork.
Why you let her take my stuff, Brittany? You should have told us to write it down and hold it up. Hold it up. Because you gotta trust. You gotta be friends. Patience. Yeah, you definitely need that. I had to work on that, because
Listen,
this package, this candy didn't come with it. Yeah,
honey,
I had to learn that. And I didn't get married young. And when I say young, I wasn't like
in
early
the
early
20s.
20s. Yeah, I wasn't in my 20s. So
Yeah,
here it is. I'm this strong ass independent woman. I already have a young child. I'm doing this. I'm getting from the mud. I'm doing what I have to do to take care of myself and my daughter, my family, right? So then when you're in a relationship, there's some hating ass people out there that when they see that you're a strong one, they don't really want to be messed up with you. You too independent for them. And I went through a relationship like that where I was just way too independent. Well, I'm not going to dumb myself down to be with anybody. That's another thing. To me, that's you don't respect what I have going on. We could be a power team, but because you want me to be a broken individual, a needy chick, I ain't a girl for you. So yeah, knocked him off his square. He had to move along. I mean, you gotta love yourself. You have to find somebody that's gonna love you like you want to be loved. And how do you find that? You gotta communicate. You gotta have time and build on it. It ain't gonna
Uh,
happen overnight. Brittany, do
yeah,
you believe it? Do you believe in love at first sight?
no, it's lust.
Thank you. Okay.
It's lust.
Yep. Now, my husband can tell you some stories about my lack of patience. I have I have come a long. I was one of the most impatient people there was, and on top of that, my communication was not what it needed to be. Sometimes I just expected you to know what I mean because you know me. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean, you know what I want, you know what I expect, and then when it didn't happen, listen, it used to be something else. That's upbringing as well because I was brought up a certain way where there wasn't a lot of verbal communication unless it was fussing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They did their most communication when they were fussing or, whatever, but not a lot of teaching.
Yeah.
So once I got with him, then I had to. Motherhood helped me too. Motherhood
Yeah.
helped me with communication as well because I had this little being dependent on me. Now, I have all the patience in the world for children and babies. Grown folks is a different story. But children and babies, I have all the patience in the world. I know how to break it down, be as patient as they need me to be. But when it came to grown people, I had to learn to be patient, to communicate effectively so that I could be understood and I could understand. Because communication is not just about getting your point across, it's about understanding that other person that you're talking to.
Yeah. I
So
had to learn to talk and not holler. Um,
Just for today.
right? My husband, when we got together and how you just get so mad and you're disappointed in something or you're pissed off about something. When I tell y'all that man used to just sit there and turn around and look at the TV. You ain't get me? And he would say, you can't argue by yourself. And I'm like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? So, that's something else to fuss about. And y'all, I learned that you can't argue by yourself. And he
yes.
would not respond until I calm down. But by the time you calm down, there ain't nothing to fuss about no more, right?
Right.
You talk it out. And he used to always say, you can't argue by yourself. I'm mad. I'm mad because you won't fuss back. That's just stupid, Jay. That's what he said. That's just stupid. But yeah, you gotta talk that thing out. You gotta be open.
Yes, definitely. Now, my husband is the king of walk away. If it's getting heated and you start yelling, he's walking off. He ain't even going to stay there.
You're
He'll
right.
leave you there by yourself. So Jessica says, absolutely love at first sight exists. Respect, loyalty, etc. That's a different story. But for me, and in her
Love is
opinion,
the easy
love
part.
is the easy part.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
the
love is the easy part. Right.
Jalissa says communication and comprehension. We can communicate with a lot of people, but comprehension, yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
Chad Jester says communication isn't always having to be right. Now that is true.
Absolutely.
Very true. Because when a lot of people, when they do communicate, that's their Mo, I'm going to prove to you that I'm right, and this is why we're going to have this talk.
And then that talk turns into an argument.
Yes.
Yes.
Comprehending what people communicate is another level of respect and love. Yes, that is true. Very, very true. Okay, KY, I'll say, what's love got to do with this?
Right.
And she also says, would you guys prefer loyalty or love?
Yep.
I don't think there's a difference. I think they are one and the same.
I was about to say, yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brittany.
No, go ahead. I'll wait. You're the queen. Go ahead.
If you love me, you'll be loyal. And you'll be loyal because you love me. I think they go hand in hand. I wouldn't want to be with a man who I don't know how there's a difference.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't have loyalty without love, and you can't have love without loyalty. Well, I was gonna say, wait, let me take that back, because you can love somebody, and the loyalty part, it doesn't coexist. You could love somebody from afar, and them not be in your life at all. That's a tough question, but I feel like they they pretty much go side by side with each other.
I feel like they go hand in hand, but what I got from the question is loyal. Are you really gonna, if I had to choose one, okay, I want you to be honest with me. When I think loyalty, I think of honesty. Are you really going to be here for me? Are you going to come home every night? Are you committed to this thing? That's what I think of when I think of loyalty. So you can tell me you love me. Being loyal is one of those actions of loving somebody. But at the same time, don't come and be like, hey, babe, I love you. I ain't going to be able to come home tonight. Me and the boys hanging out. Come get your shit because you finna live with them. So don't not show up to my house every day. Don't not show up, don't show up. And see how this rocks out. But nah, loyalty and commitment is what I think of what I thought of whenever I read that question.
Yes. And she says, I can love you, but have no loyalty to you. Ooh.
Yeah, I can. There's plenty of people that I love, that I don't have any loyalties to. So I guess I guess if I had to choose one, it would be loyalty, because you can't be loyal to someone without loving someone. So
yeah, I would have to agree. I think loyalty would win out over love. But to me, it's a greater expression of love. Even if you're not calling it that, just for today.
I told her, y'all, when she was on this morning, Project Joy Live, if y'all haven't, she's Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m., right? Yeah, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. Central. But anyways, I was on her thing this morning, and literally she was talking about her stuff, and I'm like, just for today.
So what do we think about men and commitment? Do you think it's easier for a woman to commit than for a man to commit?
No, I wouldn't say that. It depends on the individual and the baggage or hurt that they've come with.
Yeah, I believe that it's on on the individual person itself. I can't say that one is more than the I can't.
I agree, but in these streets, in these internet streets, You hear that a lot. I just need a man that will commit, and men just won't commit. And I'm like, okay, well, what kind of men are you meeting? Where are you meeting the men? And are you attracting them because you're not ready to commit? Some people think that they're ready to commit when they actually are not ready. And then they complain because you're not just what you attract, you're what you entertain. And a lot of us, or some people, think that their heart is open when their heart is really closed. You are not ready, but you want somebody else to be ready. So again, we go back to inner work, healing. And Diva Dip says, what are they committing to? Girl, that's a loaded question.
You better be everything for me.
Yes. If you're committed to me, you're committed to it all. And everybody's bringing baggage from the past, from your upbringing, from your past relationships. So you might want everybody, some people have plenty of baggage, and then you want somebody who has no issues. That's not going to work.
It's not going to work. That's not going to work.
You bringing your bags, and they're bringing their bags, and you got to help one another unpack.
Yeah.
You know, you said something when you were saying some people feel like they're ready for relationships. I think a lot of people don't realize how preoccupied they are with other things. They feel like they've already healed, but I know for me, children can be something. School can be something. Work, just family stuff. If you're preoccupied, you're not always available.
Yes. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I see my other sister. Hey, Mellow Star.
Hey, Mel.
Yeah, so I think those are things that everybody needs to take into consideration prior to moving on or saying that you're ready for a relationship, a marriage, any kind of ship.
Yes.
All that.
Yeah, because even when it comes to friendships, you know, like that stuff. Like even when it coincides with relationships, like you still like your friendship is the same thing, is the same way, and you also have those burdens. You know, some people have them burdens that they've been hurt deeply by their friends.
Yes, that's very true.
Seeing those friends offend as well, and that's when you become a leaf or a branch to me.
Yeah. I don't have a mic, but
that's when you become one of those over there. Yeah. Good on it.
Absolutely. So,
hey, Tracy, I spoke. Hey, sister.
Hey.
Looking like, hey.
All right, guys. So we're going to take a break, and we will be back. When we come
Ladies,
back,
I love it. I mean,
listen.
Oh wait,
it's a takeover, baby. And that 305 connection holding everything down, the DNA.
So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back with the queens.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Wait,
Yes.
Congrats. Y'all, that was an awesome job. Excuse me.
They looking like we wasn't finished.
But listen.
Sir.
Listen. I ain't got no words. Y'all did an awesome job.
She said she needed a warning before you came in.
Oh, I gave you a warning, man. That was a warning before the show. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Miss Angelique, where'd you find him? I thought it was.
Thank you.
Oh, oh Lord.
So, yeah.
Like that. Feel her like
Take over, baby.
Yes, I was getting to that. That there definitely should be a part two. I have to get. I mean, just the content alone. I'm back here. When she was back here, I was like, I was listening to everything. It was awesome, and I definitely want to have a part two. And I think with the part two, we're gonna have some more people up in here. Definitely, we're definitely gonna have some more people up in here.
Knock me off.
Yes. But listen, before we go, first off, I want to definitely give a special shout out to you two for coming through. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Thank you so much. Part two will come up, and definitely going to have some more people up here in the box. So those of you who know who you are, just get ready because it's going to happen.
Did you
It's
ladies
gonna happen.
Wait, is Miss Journey here?
No, I don't know if she's here. She has to go get her shirt. I mean, I'm not in that. That's between y'all two. That's between y'all. that's definitely between y'all. But before we go, I definitely got to give us. I definitely want to say if you guys are up at 8:00 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central
Standard Time.
Please check out the producer, Miss Jessica Dugas, for Project Joy. Check it out. The show is awesome.
Conversations in the morning.
Yes. Most
yeah,
definitely.
it's amazing. It's amazing. I love
Yes.
Project Joy.
Mm-hmm.
It brings me joy. Well, when I wake up in time, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't make it, but
Before we go, I have a little special something to someone who told us that no one can surprise her, and I was up for the challenge. So, therefore, we're going to say happy birthday to this lady. Yes. Yes. And before we say anything, I have a few people who are going to come to wish her a happy birthday.
That's so sweet.
So first off, I'd like to start off with Miss Tracy Lilly in the building. Good. Hello.
Hey, Tracy.
Hey, y'all.
hey.
Hey, Miss Deja. Did you say you couldn't be surprised? You don't know us very well. I just wanted to take a minute and say happy birthday. And I hope that you have many, 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 many more, and that your day is as wonderful as you are. Thanks. Bye.
Guess what, Deja? It's not over. Bring it to the stage, Miss Diva Dip in the building.
Diva.
Hello.
Hello. And yeah, we full of surprises around here, Deja. Happy birthday, Queen. I love you so much. You were such a sweetheart. And yeah, more to come. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Last but definitely not least, I got to introduce this one. Got to, because if I don't, if I don't, I mean, it's just not right if I don't bring this person to the stage. First, I got to do this the right way. I got to do this the right way. Where is that? First, I got to bring this person to the stage. I don't know if you know this one. I don't really know. I mean, we heard that she was the best DJ out there. I'm just saying. Yeah, she's back there like, God damn it, here we go. But you know, Miss K. Wild's in the building.
Hey,
DJ K. Wild. Ba, 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 ba.
So I had to come on here and wish one of my favorites, you know, a happy birthday. Even though she's an Aquarius, you know, I got a lot of Aquarius in the family. Aquariums, but no. I'm very thankful that you have now become a part of the fam. I'm thankful to be your little sister. I'm her little sister. I didn't know if y'all knew that or not, but yeah, I've been inducted as a little sister, and I get my way with Deja. So I just wanted to wish you an amazing, happy birthday, and I love you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Deja. Yeah. So how you feeling? Nope.
My fellow Aquarian. We
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, baby.
Wait, who's
Yes,
gonna
happy
sing?
birthday.
Who's gonna sing? Y'all gotta sing.
Oh, let me mute my mic again.
Wait. Better yet, I got somebody.
Call in.
Birthday.
Yes.
That's right, Chantal.
Come on. Oh, she don't have the energy. She said, "Oh,
You don't want to sing happy birthday to Miss Deja?
Can you do that, please?" Okay, we're gonna come back with the song. Somebody doesn't feel like singing. She didn't get. You wait for your. What'd you say? Waiting for your check? What? All right. So.
Oh.
Yeah. We waiting for the. Okay. We gotta pay. Okay. So yeah. No.
I'll pay in TikToks.
Huh? Somebody send some gifts quick.
Happy birthday.
Listen. I'm like. I'm gonna have to mute my mic. I'm gonna step off stage again because singing is me.
Can we sing the Stevie Wonder version then?
Sure.
That'd be better.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right. Yeah. Listen, I thank you guys for coming through. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the show.
Hold up, sir. We can't wish her a happy birthday without giving the website to her amazing products.
Oh, for sure.
That part.
What were you thinking?
That's fine. Listen, I do apologize
Man.
for not doing that. For not doing that. Give me just 1 second. I will fix it.
C&B, we all we got.
Yeah,
Get your body butters and scrubs and fragrances and candles from Skin
Boom.
by Niche.
right there.
Oh, my dog came ready.
Yes.
Yes.
That. Y'all make sure y'all go check out this queen. Another queenpreneur to add to the list. You feel me? Yes.
Let me tell you, some of the best body butter that I have ever tried. Used, so soft, so
There she go again.
Listen, do yourself a favor. Treat yourself
Yes,
to the divine, the natural, the handmade. Skin by D.
Yep.
Yes. There it is. Okay. Now we back. All right.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Can I can close out now, y'all? Did I do that? I'm sorry.
It's messed up too. It's okay.
Well,
We'll allow it this time.
Say it again.
We'll allow it this time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Don't do it again.
I'm outnumbered. So what I'm going to say is, I'm going to say, you know, I think somebody's saying something in the comments.
Hey, Deja.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Love and threats.
Exactly.
Right.
That one right there. Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's well worth it. It's well worth it.
Yes, indeed. So
Yes.
thank you to the Takeover Queens for your presence, for all of your beautiful contributions, your
Say no.
gems and wisdom, sharing your experiences. Oh man, this was
Say
a
no.
blast. And we will be having a part 2, of course, because we do want to hear from other people.
Mm-hmm. I think part 2 is already on the screen right now. So
Yes.
before part 2 starts, I'm gonna have to end the part 1.
Yes. Ladies were dropping some gems. These ladies were dropping some gems in the comments.
Yes.
Hey, Wild and Diva dipped.
Yeah. But thank y'all. I'm gonna go
It was
ahead.
a great show. Great show.
Thank you so much.
All right, ladies. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good
Good night, everybody.
Follow